by the right of the council, by the will of the Force. Welcome back into another episode of the Galaxy Famous Jedi Talk podcast.
Hello!
Our news edition for this week. Thank you so much, Larry. And we got some news to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, first let me introduce the council that is here today in front of us. I am Tom Oakley. Thank you very much. Joined as always, not with Evan T. Boucher. He's off doing some stuff today. But directly across from me is Brad, the Manly Hughes. Brad, how the hell are you today?
I'm doing good, Tommy Rednuts. How are you?
Rednuts. How'd you know?
Rednuts.
Who told you? Who's selling these secrets on the dark web?
I guessed. Alex Jones.
Alex Jones?
He's got red nuts!
I don't know why the X-Men theme played there, but it did.
The X-Men are a government psyop!
Probably. I mean, shit. Shit.
What's going on, dude?
Not much, just chilling, villain, a little bit of Dylan.
Dude, I don't want to do
Pickle Dylan,
small
that is.
talk because that's not our shit, but how fucking dope is this weather right now?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Oh,
the weather's great,
if you're hearing silence in the background, listen. That's because it's so cool outside that we're in the garage.
Listen again. So much secret silence.
Listen to hear the sounds in the background. That's how cool it is. We are in the garage with the garage door closed. No fan, no air conditioning, and it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Isn't this beautiful? This is why you live in Florida.
This is why you live in Florida. Absolutely.
You deal with the heat from like April to September.
Yep.
And then you get October to like pretty much the beginning of May.
Yep.
And it's perfect weather.
Absolutely
God
perfect.
damn it. Thank you. I love it so much. You get your random like weird days where like a few years ago Christmas Day was like 96.
Oh
but,
yeah, I remember you were telling me about that this week.
But that's more
pretty
random
bad.
than it's not. But
Pretty
it's
bad.
just perfect, man. It's just so gorgeous.
What do you got anything upcoming week? Can you do anything at the parks? It's busier than hell there.
I'm not going anytime soon.
No.
I think we'll probably go. I have my daughter one-on-one weekend this weekend because we have my son now full time, and we're kind of like we're alternating weekends. Like sometimes they spend it with us. Sometimes he goes to his mom's. We just kind of play it by ear. But this weekend I have my daughter to ourselves, and I think we're going to go do something. I think we're going to take her to see Harmonious.
Very cool.
She hasn't seen it yet.
Very cool.
And I did it one-on-one with
perfect
Bentley.
for it.
Yeah, I did it one-on-one with Bentley, so I feel like it's fair to do it one-on-one with
Okay.
her and kind of make it a special thing. And,
Okay.
there was some park stuff that came out this week, which is interesting. We got an opening date for Fantasmic.
We did, November 3rd.
Fucking finally.
Yeah, let's go.
Fucking finally. Like, we finally got a Fantasmic date. I'm not shocked that there's new stuff being added. I think this was going to come down either way.
Yeah.
And I think it was just kind of prolonged because of the pandemic, and I think they kind of pushed the budget back a little bit. But I think this has probably been only closed about a year longer than it should be. Truly.
Yeah.
Because of all the new stuff that they're adding to
What were
it.
the was that the holdups, or was that just Bob Chapek and his nacho eating ass?
I think it was a
holding
mixture.
back on entertainment.
I think it was a mixture of the entertainment budget getting this. You know what I mean? Because they have to pay to change it. Like,
I mean, did they hurt that bad during the pandemic? Like Disney World was closed for a week compared to everybody else.
They posted a profit during the pandemic.
Fuckers.
And he got his $21 million bonus during the pandemic. No, they're fine. Disney Plus, like that was the best thing that could have happened to Disney was
during the pandemic, Disney Plus.
Yeah, dude. Like everyone was watching it, and didn't Mando 2 come out during the pandemic?
It did. I remember watching.
Jesus Christ.
I remember watching
Mando 2 with a mask on.
Yeah, Mando 2 with a mask on in the queue for Rise while it was down. After the ITS transport, I was in the line heading to the cells. Rise was down for a minute. And
was that when we met you for the first time that day at Hollywood Studios?
This was the second day that we met you. This was the first day you met Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got on one knee and I was like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, how you doing?
I was like, I don't know Tom had a kid.
Yeah.
He's like, actually, I'm a therapist. And I was like, Tom, your son's broken. That's what I said. And you're like, oh, no. You're like, no, that's my friend Kyle. I was like, sorry.
This is the fourth Mother Box.
I thought he was what
fourth
we
Mother
call
Box wasn't a thing yet.
a little person.
I am your host.
He's not your host. Not your host of anything.
Oh, by the way, I watched a Phantom Manor video the other day.
Yeah, what'd you think of it?
Fucking loved it.
Isn't it awesome?
It's so good.
God, it's cool.
I had seen one a while. I watched the same one twice because it was like from 7 or 8 years ago, and when I first found out about that ride.
Okay.
But going back and rewatching it, I was like, man, this ride looks so cool.
Yeah.
It looks so interesting.
Yeah, it does.
It just seemed a little short.
It's very short.
That's the only thing.
Our Haunted Mansion is longer. I will give it that. It's short, and that's about it.
Short, sweet, and to the point. It's not always a bad thing,
It's
though.
true. It wasn't.
You know?
The queue is awesome.
I didn't see the queue. I fast forward to
That's
all
fine.
that.
That's fine.
But
yeah.
I feel like a queue is one of those things you can really only appreciate in person.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the full effect of the queue.
Do you think they're going to? Speaking of queues and things that they do at Disney, would you guess they're gonna finally make Cosmic Rewind, which I can't wait so I can do it multiple times a day, a standby queue when Tron opens.
Yeah, that's my prediction is when Tron opens up because
Even though they're at two different parks,
yeah, but then it's going to affect park hopping.
weren't. Good point. Wasn't there an overlap? Was it either here or on the west? Yes, I remember because I had to do it.
Web slingers.
I had to do it. Rise and Web Slingers first. Well, I went on separate days, so it didn't bother me. But
yeah.
I still had to do it. Yeah, that's right. That does stop park hopping.
Fucking hate
Ugh.
virtual queues.
I
I tried for Guardians of the Day, didn't get it.
don't understand. And
I don't know.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Parks have been busy. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't get it. Like I think that they prioritize people who have not done it, and they know who hasn't done it because they know that you got it and redeemed it.
If that's the case, then the fact
That's
that
so shitty.
I'm, what I am for what I am, and I'm purposely not saying it because I don't want to jinx it.
A current annual pass holder?
Yes.
You mean Magic Key holder? Because that's coming soon.
Oh no, probably, but no. I mean, like
I guarantee it.
I've done the ride 37 times, and it's like there's only once that I didn't get a boarding pass.
I've only not gotten one 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
I think it hasn't been a lot. I definitely didn't get Rise a lot more than I didn't.
Oh really?
Get, yeah.
Well, yeah, Rise more popular.
Rise was, dude. Those fucking early days of Rise, it was so stressful.
Yeah.
Like, when you got it, you were like,
I know.
People don't cheer anymore for Guardians.
I left.
It's
yeah.
not as hard.
I left my first Rise one in your hands, and you ruined it.
Did I?
Yeah. Well, remember I met you at Studios. Courtney and I had gone
that's
to.
right. That's right.
We went and did Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway for the first time. Met you. I didn't get it, and I wasn't broken up about it because I was doing Studios the second day that trip. So
Still,
like,
though,
I really didn't care.
It's a lot of pressure.
I tried at 1:00 that day, didn't get it, and then but the next day we were sitting in front of Oga's, and I got boarding group 6. That was my first ever. It was fucking sick. So we got called like immediately.
Damn, that's
cool.
Crazy.
That's
so cool.
I know.
It is exciting when you get it, but it's like artificial excitement. Like
it's very artificial excitement.
I just don't get why they can't just open the fucking ride. Like there's you don't do that for Haunted Mansion.
I know.
I think Disney fully intends to go this route, and I think Epic Universe is going to have no queues whatsoever.
Oh my god,
no traditional queues.
Oh, so they're all going to be.
I think it's all going to be. Volcano Bay does it already.
So then, if you're going to go all in on that, you might as well just like.
But you can't because you can't do that with a. The reason why you can't do that from a technological standpoint, and just from someone who used to work in IT, you can't do that because then it would overwhelm everything all at once, and then nobody can do anything.
Okay.
So you kind of have to like run one, do it, let it be adaptive, and have it to be like something that people know and expect. You can't like on a dime go, everything's now all virtual. People are like, what the fuck are you saying? Like I booked this 2 years ago. That wasn't the case. I don't have a phone.
Right.
Like and that I know that sounds insane, but when I worked at Disney, there were plenty of people who'd come up and be like, I don't have a smartphone. Like I don't do that shit. I have a flip phone. Like I'm not doing the app. And used to be like, yeah, sure, well, you can go to the kiosk and do it, but that's not a thing anymore.
Jesus Christ.
But a lot of people, and I don't know how they do it now. Like you just have an iPad with you at all times. Like I don't. It's just wild to me.
I guess, do any of the Asian parks do that right now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think the Oriental Land Company likes that. Likes the whole virtual queue thing. And
that's probably right. People, they probably have more patience than we do.
I would imagine so. I mean, there are benefits to the virtual queue, but it's just like my thing with the virtual queue is like you have to have No, I'm having like 20,000 thoughts at a time. Let me slow down.
20,000 leagues under the breads.
The problem with virtual queues is you're directly exposing capacity.
Correct.
And I don't know if Disney's ever really thought about that, but you're saying this is how many people we can get through the attraction in a day, and that's it. And that's if everything goes well.
Okay.
And I don't know if people really think like that, because I don't think people know how many people are actually in the parks with them. Like an average day at Magic Kingdom is like 50,000 people.
Yeah, that's
a lot. And you divide 50,000 people by how many attractions there are. Like, if you want a good breakdown of this, go watch Kevin Perger from Defunctland. He did a whole video about Fast Pass.
Okay.
And it's the most interesting thing. And then there's a twist at the end of that video, and you're like, what in the fuck? Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's got like 20 million views. So he doesn't need he doesn't need my plug. It's an hour and a half long.
All right, take it away then. Take his plug away, Evan.
Evan,
shut the fuck up.
Fucking so loud.
But no, you should watch it. It's very interesting. Okay. It kind of breaks down like capacity and like why Disney would and should be more focused on adding capacity to the parks versus new parks.
Okay.
But which they're not doing either of. But whatever.
They're not gonna.
All right, this is a Star Wars show. We can talk about lines and shit another day.
I mean, we could talk about lots of stuff. How long have we been talking about Disney parks?
Only like 10 minutes.
Only about 10 minutes.
I mean, are you excited about Phantasmic?
Sure, absolutely. I haven't seen it at at Disneyland.
You've probably seen it more recently than me, I bet.
Yeah, 19-ish probably.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't see it. Haven't seen it since like 2018.
Okay, but this was the first time seeing it at Hollywood Studios. So
I just don't. First time ever seeing it at Hollywood Studios here?
Yes.
When you go?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, ours
West
is not
Coast.
as good. Though you're
That's
not
right.
shocked by that.
It's been a while. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so shocked. Oh my god.
I can't stand when Disney people go like, "Oh, you guys Disney World get everything." What are you saying? What are you saying? Like, no, we don't.
Wait.
I see that argument all the time from Disneyland people that Disney World gets all the good stuff.
Well, while I think Disneyland gets some really exclusive things that are hard to beat with, I really do not like the argument. The more I think about it, is like Disneyland gets everything. Like, okay, I get it, but to a point, they don't have the Halcyon. They don't.
They're supposed to be different, also.
Right.
That's
right. They're all supposed to be different, but they don't
of
have the Halcyon. As much as it pains some people that Cosmic Rewind exists, they don't have Cosmic Rewind. Like, yes, they're getting Mickey and Minnie's with an extra scene, but we have the OG. You know, there's some stark differences. Hey, we have Tower of Terror. They do not.
Yeah.
There are some great differences between the two parks.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the one's better than the other. To me, they're just different. I mean, sometimes I go like, man, to me when they're exactly identical, like Galaxy's Edge, bring Mando and bring Boba Fett here. If you're doing it there, bring that here.
Thank you.
When it's like that,
yes.
Like like Mickey and Minnie's is supposed to be different. It's going to be in Toontown.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. To me, I go like, yeah, give them an extra thing. Plus, it gives me a reason to go out there, like to go
exactly
because I'm out there and Mickey and Minnie exist already. I'm not riding it there.
Right.
If it's exactly the same, I mean, like Splash Mountain stuff here is different than there.
Right.
But that wouldn't be other than this like one show scene, and I'm interested now in that.
Do you like our Splash or their Splash better?
Oh, ours.
Ours is so much better.
Close.
Yeah, I know.
Theirs is like they put some fucking.
I just want to make sure.
They bought some dollar store rabbit plush and
Right.
made them animatronics. They're terrible.
Laugh.
Seems like theirs is like creepy almost too in a way. It freaked me out. The only time I've only ridden it once, and the one time I rode it, I was hammered with a friend of mine. I don't.
Do you remember?
And
No, you don't.
and I just remember going through it.
5 o'clock free crack giveaway.
I'll suck your dick, Joe Rogan. I love that part. I suck dick for rocks.
I'm in danger.
But yeah, theirs is terrible. I remember being freaked out by theirs. It was just kind of creepy. It seemed old.
Yeah.
It seemed like a ride that would be at Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh.
And I say that lovingly because I love Knott's, but it seems like that quality level.
Speaking of new rides in different parks, have you seen what SeaWorld's conjuring up for next year?
No.
It's
I pretend SeaWorld doesn't exist even though it's 10 feet from me.
No, oh man, they are trying hard to become like the coaster capital of the U.S. There's a new what's it called?
It's a smart move, honestly.
Oh, it's a very smart move.
With all the backlash they got from that Blackfish shit.
They're opening a new roller coaster. It's you stand up on it. It's like you're like surfing, riding a tidal wave.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it looks really freaking cool.
Huh? How do you stand? Is it like? Are you standing on like?
No, you stand up and like
you're riding a surfboard.
Like a surfboard. So like no, you're looking straight ahead.
Oh, we had one of those when I was a kid growing up called the Vortex.
Yeah, it was. And Six Flags Great America had the Iron Wolf.
Yeah.
So it was similar like that, but it's like that. But you do like corkscrews and you go upside down and shit.
It's a smart move.
It is.
I've always said they should go away from having actual sea life and just become a sea-themed theme park.
Yeah, I mean, you can have. I mean, like what they do with the
Rays and
dolphins, they
stuff.
like rehabilitate them and stuff.
I know, but it's just so dark. Like, I'm not super hippy-dippy with all that shit, but
The one in San Diego makes sense because they are literally
on the
right
ocean.
on the ocean.
Yeah, this one's dark. Like, it just seems wrong.
Yeah.
Like, especially when, like, you look across the street, there's a Buffalo Wild Wings. You're like, why the fuck is there an orca here?
The SeaWorld here is better than in San Diego, though.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not saying much. Because I think our SeaWorld is trash.
But this one's bigger. It's better.
It is deceptively big. Like, you wouldn't think it's
I
as
wouldn't
big
think
as it is.
You really think it's trash?
I hate it.
I mean, compared to Disney and Universal, yes.
But not even that. Like, I don't compare it to those because it's not comparable to that. I compare it to, like, Carowinds back home.
Oh, have you been to
Which is like a...
Discovery Cove?
Yes. We did a dinner there one night. I didn't go and do, like, the whole daytime experience.
I've heard that's like the best water park here.
It's not a water park.
No? What is it?
Discovery Cove is like you go and swim with dolphins.
Oh.
It's like an all-inclusive... Are you talking about Aquatica?
Maybe I'm thinking Aquatica.
Aquatica is the worst water park
Really?
I've
Is it
ever
bad?
been to.
Okay.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Go to Volcano Bay.
No, I know Volcano Bay is
Dude,
better. Yeah.
Go to the one that's like on I-4 at that hotel.
The one where the parents hate their kid.
Yes, that's better. Aquatica was awful, dude. It was terrible. And it's not just me. Like, I had a friend of mine that was like, I've heard Aquatica is great. And I was like, oh, let me know what you think. She was like, her name is Tracy. And she's like, dude, that is the worst water park I've ever been to. It's terrible. It's small. It's gross.
Can we prop open that at all?
Are you getting smoked out?
Just getting like at the tiniest bit of just
I
kind of
got
need
you.
a fresh air.
I got you. It's terrible. Don't waste your time. Don't waste at Aquatica.
Aquatica.
Don't fucking waste your time.
I won't.
Dude.
I won't
it's
go.
trash.
And
the people there, I know we're both big on that. Like the people that go, dude, it's a fucking shit show.
Absolutely.
It's the Walmart of water parks.
Okay, I mean, it's exactly, and I'll go on a rant about Six Flags, and I'll kind of start talking about what's going on here within the Star Wars world. But the Six Flags to me now is just like the carnival, like the pop-up carnival of theme parks now. It used to be like tremendous. It was such a fun place to go to and fun things to do as like a teenager. I'd go with a friend of the show, my buddy Mike, all the time. We'd go and, they had DC properties there too, and Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck. We love all that shit. But anyway, now nobody beats Disney. Nobody beats Universal. By the way, we haven't mentioned this on air, but Universal's attendance last year, 2021. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They are kings and queens. They beat Disney.
With a caveat.
What was the caveat?
It beat some of the Disney parks.
Oh.
So, usually it's like Disney comes in, or Magic Kingdom comes in 1, Epcot's 2, and then it's usually like Universal and Animal Kingdom. But I think Studios and Animal Kingdom. I think there's a few of those places like switch.
Yeah.
I don't think overall it was more.
Okay.
It's kind of a misleading headline, but shocking.
Right. Oh, yeah. What? You mean the media? That's right.
Is that good?
Yeah. It should be perfect. Thank you so much. So let's get into Star Wars talk. We got a few things. We had some, collector releases. We got a little update on a Halcyon mission, Tales of the Jedi next week, and we got episode lengths. How about we start there? Because you and I are both very, very, very excited about Tales of the Jedi, and Evan is as well. We're going to be talking Ahsoka, Count Bluku is all coming through. And we can't wait for his new saber to be released, I'm sure, next Wednesday.
At some time before Qui-Gon's.
Oh, God.
I don't know what's going on. Did they forget about it?
No, I don't think they forgot. They're just waiting.
Don't wait.
It's true. It has been quiet in Saberland.
It's been very quiet. We haven't had a release since the Ahsoka one.
I'm still 2 behind. I need Obi-Wans and I need Plo Koons. I'm still 2 behind.
You don't have Plo Koons yet?
No.
Wow.
It was when
I still don't have Sidious.
When him. Oh, you don't? Oh shit.
No, I need to get it before it's gone.
Yeah. When Plo Koons and Obi-Wans dropped, it was like prime. All right, I can't spend money. I'm going to Paris.
Yeah.
Like time, so it's like now I can finally.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now with Kentucky because I just want to.
Oh yeah, you'd much rather have money for that.
I don't want to I don't want to see something that I want and be like, lights it. Fuck that.
Right.
No, I'm not doing that.
If there's like a
I'm going hard.
$300 bourbon that like you're never going to see again in your life, you might as well buy that.
There's a few of those like that I'm hoping to come across.
All right.
There's a few of those.
Tales of the Jedi. We've got our show lengths. They have been released, and
I'm nervous about this because to me the episode length includes all of the credits and stuff.
That's how I feel about it.
And if that's
because I'm so excited about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're all dropping all at once. and it's
We're gonna be. I'm gonna be done before I'm gonna watch it on my iPad while taking a morning shit and be like,
It's
not even
barely-
done with the shit yet.
it's not even 90 minutes worth of content. So 6 episodes, 10 minutes. Here, pull up a calculator real quick so we can get the actual minute count.
Okay, I got you. Hold on 1 second. Everybody calm down. Shut up, Mike. I don't know why I said shut up, Mike. All right. Calculator is open.
17
17
plus 14
plus 14
plus 13
plus 13
plus 15
plus 15
plus 10
plus 10
plus 14.
plus. Oh, the second to last one is 10 minutes. 83.
And that's all 6 episodes, right? There's only 6?
Yep. That's average 13.83333 an episode. Shorts.
Let me check and make sure there's not more than 6 episodes.
No, it's 6.
Is it 6? Okay,
1,000%
I just wanted to
6,
double check, but yeah, that's a bummer to me.
Huge letdown.
Only because I want more of it. Like,
Me
how
too.
do you have this? Again, this is one of those things where I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? How do you have this amazing idea to show this Star Wars thing that is like quintessential Star Wars, and Star Wars animation is usually really solid. At least it ends up being really solid.
So what's so
and
after
you just go like, I get an hour of Andor a
I
week,
know.
but I can't get more than 90 minutes of this shit.
So Andor ends November, like around Thanksgiving, like a little bit before Thanksgiving it ends. And then we have nothing until Bad Batch season 2, which is like January, right?
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just push this back to like December.
I don't know.
So
the-
they would have. I like spreading it out. Don't give me everything all at once.
Oh, you mean why didn't they push Tales of the Jedi to December? Oh,
Yeah,
just
like
to have us like a
something.
holdover.
Yeah, just something.
I always feel like people are nervous about Christmas time because
That's bullshit.
Book of Boba Fett they waited until
But
after
Star
Christmas.
Wars, the sequel trilogy, I mean, the episode
Those
7
are
made
movies.
$1 billion.
Those are movies.
Yeah, but people are still. If you're not going to go to the movies, you're going to put on Disney Plus.
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit at a wall and just trying
Wouldn't
to make
you?
it stick.
I mean, during like when you're sitting there with your family,
Well,
like
probably,
let's throw on
yeah.
This Jedi stuff. This tells the Jedi.
You kidding? I wake up at 3 to watch it.
Are you gonna do that for these?
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't
not. I'm
either.
not waking up that early for the shorts. Come
Have
on.
you, I didn't wake up. I didn't even wake up for the first few episodes of Andor. 2 episode 3. Was
Oh,
it
yeah,
3
I
that
just-
dropped? I just was like, I don't care, and I was right. I felt so justified.
Oh yeah. Oh, I had that was the first day of PTO for me for going to Paris. So it's like I just woke up and I'm like, I'll watch it now.
Yeah. I'm just sad that these are not longer. I want long.
Yeah, me too.
I want Clone Wars. Like, this should be an ongoing series.
Agreed.
This shouldn't be a one and done. I don't think it's gonna be one and done. But I think Disney.
Oh, it better not be.
I think Disney is doing this. Actually, this is something that's really smart because this isn't gonna break them if it doesn't do well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're gonna make their money back on the show, and if it's really popular, they can go, guess what? Well, we're extending this out to a full-on series. So, then you look at Bad Batch and you go like, how did that get a full series? The Bad Batch isn't because I think Andor is the worst thing in Star Wars as far as this show goes. So far, we're not done with it, but I think it's the worst.
Even
thing
worse
in Star
than
Wars.
Resistance.
Live action.
Okay.
But Resistance shouldn't have been a thing either. But like I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like,
It's an expose.
how do you get 2 seasons of Andor, but you give me less than 90 minutes of this?
It's a good question.
I still don't
I don't know.
understand.
Like I'm trying to think logistics. Like maybe it had something to do with deadlines with animators, but I don't know. But like you
But
still
as far
had
as we
people.
know, there's no like movie in production.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to tell you. Ahsoka's the only thing that's hot and heavy right now. Oh, that and
wait for
Skeleton
that.
Crew. That and Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, those 2 things are the only thing
Yeah.
popping right now. It's not a lot of Star. Like, remember a few years ago, it was like, dude, it's the best time. There's so much stuff coming, and then
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Yeah. I mean, we just Andor's the thing right now, and this, like, I don't know if the fans are split. Like, honestly, I don't think I've encountered anybody in the wild who like hates it.
I haven't either, and it's beyond. It's so strange to me. I don't get it.
And it's only strange to me because I do enjoy Andor, but it's strange to me that I couldn't find a Star Wars fan who's ripping this to shreds like
we
it's huh. I mean, like on top of the way you guys were doing it.
I don't think anything I said is unjustified or unfair. I truly don't.
It's, the way you use it.
I really don't think it was unjust. Please, I would love to hear some counter arguments. And my only criticism is that it's boring, and I think
And I said it was fair. I don't think it's boring anymore, but that's a fair
Matt
criticism
agreed,
of
and
it.
he likes the show.
Huh? Yeah, well,
Matt said it was boring too, right?
we all
Like
agreed,
slow?
yeah. I have never said it's not boring, and I don't think Matt did either. And he was on last week's recap of Andor thus far. So, but anyway, Tales of Jedi's coming. We're going to be excited next time you hear Jedi talk. We're going to talk all about that. Evan should be back and better than ever for that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, he may get stuck on the People Mover or something, you know.
He might. I hope he does, and hope he gets evacuated. And he would say, "Me too.
I want to be evacuated.
I'd love to be that. It's my dream.
What is it, 101?
I will cry.
Is that what it's called, 101?
Yeah, getting 101.
I'd cry.
I cry.
I cry.
101 just means that the ride's down.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean
okay.
that you're going to get evacuated.
Got it. So speaking about things that are not down because they're way up in the air, the Halcyon has a new mission, and it revolves the Sajas.
Which is interesting, which is something that our feedback was,
The best,
give
the
me
best
more
characters.
of them.
Yes, the best characters on the ship.
Yeah,
hands
by
down.
far. By far.
How Brad and I found out that the Sajas were Guardians of the Will was mind blowing. Like my favorite moment.
That's my
on the
favorite.
Halcyon.
I think it's
Yeah.
my favorite moment too, because I remember being like, "What?"
Just like it was like you and I in the corner with our Saja, who doubles as a Ray.
Yeah, she looks just like Rey.
Yeah.
And finding that out was interesting because it's one of those things where it's like they very easily could have not tied that in, and then when they did, you're like, "Yes, you know what you're talking." Like whoever did this knows what they know what they're talking about.
That was the thing. I'm like, oh my god, they like took serious.
Yeah, they took
like
this serious.
they care about this. Like shit. Like
It was so great. Now we don't know what the mission is
Yeah, we've been kind of staying away from it
on
Yeah.
purpose because we
Exactly.
are going to go back and do this again.
Don't know when.
Eventually, we're going to go back. And
Scourge is going to be a big thing next year, so we'll see.
once we sell out the Staples Center.
I mean, shit. If Scourge makes good money off of what I want to do with it next year, I'll buy the whole band a fucking Halcyon.
See, I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's on me.
stay. Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll do 2 consecutive stays. You pay for one, I'll pay for the other.
Oh shit! All right, one will be First Order, the other will be
We'll
Rebellion.
just flip-
Yeah,
That'd be so fun.
or
It's the same people. They're like, "What the
Resistance? Yeah, sorry, Resistance.
Resistance.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this. I don't know if I've ever asked you this. Do you ever want to see them switch it all over to original trilogy theming? I know we've talked about that idea, but what would you?
I don't not want to, but I mean,
what would you be more excited about? It's hard not to get excited about.
to be
very
honest,
stuff.
I'd rather see, and I'm going to get so much shit for this, but I'd rather see prequel than original trilogy.
Really,
Anakin Padme.
it would actually work for
the
the
aesthetic would be amazing. Could you imagine a fucking like Sheev Palpatine character coming on the ship as just like a goodwill from Naboo?
I'm here on a diplomatic mission from
Exact-
Naboo.
Yes,
That's not what it sounds like. But
I
whatever.
know, but how cool would that be?
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
How fucking cool would that be?
it'd be pretty cool.
It's a-
I made prequel sound like the words pretty cool.
all right. I'll give you
Come
2.
on, man.
I'll give you 2.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you one more too. Let me find a good one.
Denise Fat.
There we go.
Yes, I love
He's fat.
it.
A prequel era on the Halcyon. I mean, considering Padme and Anakin have both been on there, too.
Yeah.
They conceived Luke and Leia on there. So
The fact that Anakin went
in our suite.
"Ugh," in one of the
We
rooms.
saw the blam stain. I asked specifically for the Anakin
Is
and
that a
Padme
blaster
hug
mark?
scene.
They're like, no, he comes.
No,
blaster bolts.
that's a blaster mark, but it ain't from his gun.
It's from his gun.
Thank you.
He busts hard and true.
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy.
Load, boy.
It's a big ass load, boy.
It's an expose.
It's an expose of loads. What the? Where did we go?
He needs some milk.
God damn it.
She needs some milk, dog.
Yeah, well, they all need some milk. Yes, General Zod. We'll get to you in a
what
little
did
bit.
Zod say?
Heresy.
Oh,
It's a Man of Steel.
I
when-
wish I cared.
Oh, Man of Steel's a great
I
movie.
need to rewatch it again.
And we're getting Man of Steel 2. That's like hot breaking news.
That's happening.
They're actively working on it, looking for a director.
Who
There's
said that? Did they announce it? Did Warner Bros. announce it?
all like IGN's talking about it, comic books talking about it. It's as real as ever.
Is that breaking today?
Like a day or two ago. It's pretty hot news. There's
I need to
rumors
rewatch it.
of James Gunn being potentially involved.
No.
No, I want him far away from Superman. I don't want him to do
he's
Superman.
not right for Superman.
No, and I think he knows he's not right for Superman.
He's a great director. Don't get me wrong.
No, he should stick with Suicide Squad, Guardians, Peacemaker. He does really good with Peacemaker. I
You know
like
who
it.
would be an interesting choice? Now, hear me out, and I'm not just saying this because he's my favorite director of all time.
Quentin Tarantino.
Hear me out. Yes.
Okay.
Hear me out. He was at one point attached to do a Star Wars or Star Trek movie. I think if he reels it in, I don't want a Django in space. That's not what I'm saying.
This is Man of Steel 2 now.
Yes.
Okay, so
he's not the best fit, but I think it would be interesting to see him do a comic book movie. And if he was going to do a comic book movie, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather him do than Superman.
Okay,
because personally, it would get me interested in Superman, and I would be going like, Tarantino's doing a Superman movie. Interesting. I know it sounds insane. I totally get it.
it'd be a lot of Amy Adams foot shots.
I don't think. I think he needs to reel his style back to do it. But I think if you're just talking about dialogue and like think about the things that make a Tarantino movie. Take out the excess violence. Take out all of him saying the N-word in Pulp Fiction. Like take all that stuff out.
Oh yeah.
And just strip it down to what a Tarantino movie is.
I'd have to really think about that. I'm
Think
not
about True
saying
Romance. Think about True Romance because he wrote True Romance. He didn't direct it, but he wrote that movie.
Sure.
It doesn't feel like a Tarantino movie, but it's a Tarantino movie. He just didn't direct.
Would he write and direct Man of Steel too?
I think at least write. I think if you maybe not direct, maybe written by.
Okay.
But I think he could really.
He
do
might as well direct it. Like, why would Tarantino write it?
He wrote True Romance to get Pulp Fiction financed.
Interesting. But like now in his career, why would he write Man of Steel 2? Shouldn't he direct it?
Yes, but if people are pushing back, I get why people would push back because they'd be like,
it would be weird.
It would be a wild mix.
Yeah,
but so would Star Trek.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, that's way stranger than Superman.
Oh yeah. I can at least see a little
that
bit.
was
how
like
his
something
style
that he
might
said.
work.
Like he was like, I want to do a Star Trek movie. I'm doing it. I was like, we were like, what the fuck are you saying? But I don't think he's the best pick, but I think that he would be the most interesting pick.
So the way I'm seeing Black Adam in 14 hours. No, not 14 hours.
You know how I want to do Superman 2 in all seriousness? Like that was kind of a joke pitch, but I think he could pull it off. Who was the guy that did Logan?
Oh, James Mangold.
He's doing Indiana Jones 5.
Correct.
Give it to him.
Oh, sure. Hell yeah. But I want Man of Steel 2 to be...
you're going to say Zack Snyder.
No. I want... I'd love...
He did the first one, right?
He did. I'd love for him to finish his vision, but knowing that that's probably not going to happen, that's very much not going to happen, then give it to... or I at least want the story because I'm seeing Black Adam tomorrow at 7 o'clock. It's all but confirmed.
That's early, bro.
Huh?
7 a.m. That's early.
Yeah.
You're going right first thing.
Right, first thing.
Did you get a large popcorn that early in the morning?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Coke?
Large
cherry
Mountain
Coke?
Dew. Oh yeah, cherry Coke always at the movies. You kidding me? I
Always.
don't know why that's a thing. It just is.
Fountain. It's better.
Fuck yeah.
Cherry Coke's better out of the fountain.
Cherry Coke had the best marketing. It just looked the coolest. The purple red scheme back in the day.
It's the shit. And there's something about it at the movies specifically that is just that's the best. Because I love Cherry Coke, but like I don't buy it.
Maybe want to go home, just crack into my bedroom and just start jerking off.
And it was. What's the deal with Cherry Coke?
It's an expo.
It makes me want to bust.
How do we get there? What are we talking about? So anyway, yes, of course I want to see Snyder do it, but I think Man of Steel 2 should be Black Adam versus Superman. And then it can end with a little bit of a Brainiac invasion, and then we can have Justice League version, or Justice League movie against Brainiac.
Especially if he is in this movie, which the rumor
it's like there.
Everyone's kind of going, huh?
If he's not,
that would
people
be
are
the
coming out.
Yes,
I would. Pissed. I'd be done with The Rock. Like
that's why I want to go see this because I don't want that spoiled. So please don't ruin it. If you,
I won't. Don't listen to Fourth Mother Box whenever we do it this weekend.
I'm hoping to see it before that.
Okay.
Because I'm interested in this movie.
Yeah.
I like The Rock.
Yeah.
To me, he's one of those guys like, again, hear me out. He's like a Tom Cruise guy where if he agrees to do something, he's passionate about it.
Right.
He wanted to do Jungle Cruise.
He did?
That he wanted to do.
And
it's not necessarily the best thing, but he's passionate about it.
No, Jungle Cruise was better than some of other shit that Disney has put out.
It was better than all the Pirates movies except the first and the last one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Evan. That's like his other favorite
Jungle
franchise.
Cruise is better than I think a lot of people think.
I agree. I think it came out at a weird time.
It did come out in a weird time.
And then they didn't like advertise that it was on Disney Plus after a certain time.
Yeah, because I remember like watching
paid
it
for
when
it.
Oh yeah, so did I.
Mhm.
1000% did. I was looking forward to it. I paid for that. I paid for Mulan. I paid for Black Widow just because
Nope.
I was. I was flying
didn't pay for
here
Mulan
or
either.
Chicago.
It was Chicago because remember we talked about it.
That's right. That's right. Evan and I were the only two that saw it, and
Yeah.
we both felt the same way. Hated it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
not
like-
hate it, but it was just like
Doesn't need to be made.
a taskmaster.
They did it to like finish up her contract. It
I
seemed
know
like.
that sucks. Like
I think it's what it seemed like.
if
It's what
it would have
felt like.
released earlier, I think it would have been a better movie. Like the
agree.
same movie, it had a different time.
just a different time period would have been.
It would have been better.
Yeah, agreed. Not time period in the MCU, but like literally
Right.
when it was released.
If 2019, if
Yeah.
it would have released, I would have been like, okay.
I would say before that. It's got to be before Endgame because then you're going to
Yes.
give a shit about her.
Endgame came out in
More.
2019. Well, like maybe released in February.
See, I would say earlier than that. I was thinking like years before. You
okay.
put this in like the Iron Man 1, 2, 3, like that era.
Okay.
Because you're building that core team up.
That's true.
And it would have made you more invested. I haven't seen the movie, but like it would have made you more
Speaking
invested.
of which, David Harbour, he's been in Star Wars, DC, and MCU. He was a voice in Visions.
David Harbour was a voice in Visions?
Yeah. I went and looked because I was like such an idiot. I was watching Suicide Squad the other day, and he was one of like the government officials for the United States. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that he's in this movie. And then I went and looked at his cred, and then he was credited on Visions. Like,
No
Let me see if
way.
I can pull it up. Like, I wonder who he played.
Speaking of David Harbour, do you see the Santa movie that he's doing?
Yes.
Dude, I'm all in on that. It looks so fun. I can't wait. I love like anytime horror meets Christmas. I think it's just such a fun
Yeah.
idea. I love it.
Yeah. Let me see. David Harbour. Visions.
So he would have to be like a American voiceover, right? Because it was all
You would think so.
translated.
Yeah, unless he knows
It's Japanese.
David Harbour.
Getting canceled again.
He voiced the character of Tajin Crosser in the English dub of The Elder. So he was in The Elder.
That's the first episode, right?
Was that the first episode? No.
Ronin
The first
was
one
the
was
first
with
episode,
the
right?
Ronin, but was it called The Elder or was it called The Ronin?
I don't remember. That was something that I only talked about with
Irish or
one friend of
African?
mine who was into Japanese stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and he didn't care for it,
No, it did.
which
okay,
makes me believe they didn't know what they were doing.
yeah. Well, we're getting a Visions too, and I probably won't watch it.
Because he said that like all the studios they picked were like the B studios.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those weren't like, in the anime world like
Interesting.
respected
Interesting.
anime studios.
Speaking of cartoon studios, you see the rumor that got debunked. Like they're like Cartoon Network's going away, and Cartoon Network's like, no, we're not going away. We're still here.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, like they were like Cartoon Network shutting down after so many years. Like all the media outlets ran with it, and then Cartoon Network like waited a couple days, and I'm like, we're not going anywhere. We're still making content. It's just basically getting kind of moved into like Warner Brothers more. That's pretty much it.
So it got acquired by Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Warner Brothers has that, but they've had for a while. Like they have Hanna-Barbera and
You know what they should do with Cartoon Network? They should have like a Cartoon Network at like 9 o'clock where it goes back to the old Cartoon Network shit that we grew up with.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Courage. Remember how creepy Courage was when you were a kid? You're a little older than me.
yeah.
Not a lot, but I think maybe enough where that didn't bother you.
Yeah, I don't think
Courage
it did.
really fucked with me and Holly.
Really?
We've talked about it. It really fucked with us. The like I don't know if it holds up to that, but when I was like, especially me, because I grew up like super religious. So like even watching that period,
Praise
my
be to
parents were
Vader.
like, even watching that, my parents were like, "What is this? What is it's Cartoon Network? It's fine." And then
Yeah,
we'd go
it's
home. Me
fine.
and my brothers couldn't sleep. I remember there were episodes where we couldn't sleep.
Oh yeah. That's done that to me. E.T. did that to me a little bit.
Dude, fuck E.T.
Yeah.
He's so creepy.
He's creepy.
I can't
as
believe people
fuck.
love him.
Yeah, I don't get the love. It's a fun ride at Universal, but I'm
That
cool.
ride creeps me out.
Really?
I
I'm cool
hate it. It freaks me out.
At the
Truly.
end, Brad,
Truly.
Chom.
It truly freaks me
Sure,
out. I hate it. I hate it so much. It freaks me out.
You know what? That's a freak.
Whoa! The cop.
Oh yeah.
It all just feels so old and creaky, and it freaks me out. And one time I was on it, and the audio went out
Oh
And it's
god.
of the animatronics. I'm out.
I did that.
And I can't not hear it now when I go ride it.
So like I did that big shocker to our listeners and you, Brad, but I did that ride very, very high once.
Wait, what? You get high?
Yeah, right. So like when I went on ET's home planet, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
This is the base of all humanity.
Yeah.
Everything we believe is.
Like this is a different
start
plane of
panicking.
existence. This is the fourth plane.
We've all been there.
I need to achieve plane number 16 for true enlightenment.
Do you ever have those high thoughts where you're like, this? I mean, I think everyone has had this, but like, I know this isn't going to make sense tomorrow, but right now this is the only thing that's real.
Yeah, probably. I get a lot of weird shit.
I have stuff. I've had it when I did that trip that I told you about. That one time where I did like a really intense edible and I was high for 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days, continuously high for 3 days. It was really a problem. I thought I broke my brain.
Tommy She-Hole.
And I remember being like, I'm not going to remember the details of this, but this is profound, and I don't remember what it was. But I remember having the thought, I need to remember this.
Wow.
Which is
You remember
annoying.
what it was, yeah.
What's annoying? Because I remember having the thought, but not remembering what the thought was about.
Okay.
God, it pisses me off.
I
I could be a better person right now. We'll never
you
know.
could be a lot,
We'll never know.
a lot better. We will never.
But you know what
know.
we do know?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Thanks, Chris Rock.
You know we do know.
What's that? Oh, about some figures coming
We
out?
do know there are some figures coming
Oh,
out.
so how about we talk about the Parks exclusive one first? Because you and I
Sure.
frequent the parks quite often. So we're getting a Magistrate Grief Karga
So
exclusive?
it's not technically a Parks exclusive. They're calling it a Shop Disney exclusive. Which the concept art
Terry
collection.
Bradshaw.
The Terry Bradshaw.
Dude,
I'm a Jedi.
he looks like Terry Bradshaw.
He does look like Terry Bradshaw.
Win my money.
The concept art series is technically a Shop Disney exclusive as well, and I can tell you right now, I bought it at Star Traders. So it's not a Shop Disney exclusive, it's a Disney exclusive.
I bought mine at Star Traders too.
Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny? I take that back. I bought that at Epcot.
Yeah,
I lied.
you
I
did
bought
get
it
that at
Epcot.
Creations,
I bought it
yeah.
at Creations at Epcot. It was the last one, and then we went back in later that day, and they restocked it completely. And I was like, "Well, I'm a sucker. I could have not had to carry this around the park all night."
Whatever. But we had the first crack on it before Shop Disney even released it.
Yeah. I remember we messaged Matt from Can't Kill Chewy about it. And he
and
showed
my
the-
Jedi Survivor 3-pack that came in. That
he featured your stuff.
Took
which
that
is
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
This is a interesting one because this is Grief Karga. Now, here's the problem with this that I have with this. It's clearly a repack and a repaint,
Irish or African?
but it's the old packaging.
Ooh, see, they're so
really being
weird with
trepidatious
that.
about this.
Some of it is, and some of it isn't.
I know, and this is one of those things where it's like,
I will not buy anything in the new packaging.
I won't either.
Because it's
I
not how I
refuse.
display them.
well,
You've seen my cave. I display the Black Series face first. Yeah.
right behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you're doing.
And the only ones that aren't up there are ones that don't have the hangers on them. Either they fell off at one point
Right.
or another, or they didn't come with them.
One point or another.
And I just refuse. And I really refuse because there's been pictures coming out of people going to a Target or wherever and getting these new Black Series in the new packaging and opening it up, and it's
Yeah,
a
they're not
completely
there.
different figure.
Well, that's
Or
fucking crazy.
Yeah, so I'm not.
You might as
buying
well
it.
just sell a mystery figure if you're at it. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not. I refuse. Because
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not doing it. Like I'm
speaking with my vote
I
here.
refuse. If you can do it with the TVC figures and make this like a plant base, if that's what you want to fucking do, fine. But I'm not buying a box figure where I can't see the figure. That's just bottom line. It's just bottom line.
Me
like,
neither.
You don't know what you're buying. Like
Yeah.
when you go into like a mystery box situation, you know what you're doing. That's not what these are. That's
Mystery
not what
box
the Black Series is supposed to be.
It can be anything. It can even be a boat.
It could be keys to a boat. You never know. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like my son loves mystery box stuff. Like we did all the wishables.
Oh, yeah.
those are done. They retired them.
Did they retire the
yeah,
Wishables?
There's no more. Then they're replaced by the Munchlings.
Oh, yeah,
or
the
whatever fuck.
Munchlings. We got the mini one. She smells like strawberry.
We got the Baymax one,
Oh, cool.
which is like I've never had a toy that felt satisfying to hold like that toy. When you hold it,
Kyle's had a few toys that have felt satisfying.
oh, I'm
to
sure
hold.
he has.
Not in
I'm
his
sure.
hands, though.
Whole, satisfying in his whole, like a bantha.
Like a bantha.
But like that's a different thing when you go like I'm accepting the mystery aspect of this.
Yeah.
Versus buying, I think I'm buying an Antok Merrick Black Series, and it's Grief Karga that slides out of the packaging when I open it. Like, that's fucking
Or
annoying.
it's another Lando.
There's another
It's like
Lando.
another fucking Lando.
Like, maybe that's just what they're doing for now, just to get rid of all the back Landos they have.
That's
'cause
exactly
no one
what
bought them.
those
And they're just like,
fucks
hey,
are doing.
you're buying a Halloween Chewie, and
Oh,
it's
God,
Lando
yeah.
in the box.
I would love to buy one of those, but
you're
like
a collector, and
I don't
you
want the
won't open
box.
it, so you won't know.
Exactly.
It's what it seems like.
That's what it feels like.
And I hate it. And I'm
hate
not
it.
buying any of it.
But you know what I'll buy are the retro figures from
we didn't finish Grief Karga. Are you going to get this Grief Karga?
I need to see it in person. It looks cool. I just want to see it in person.
To me, it's an exclusive. I'm buying it.
I'm most likely going to.
There's something different
Let's be
about
honest.
it. The packaging is different than the other Grief Karga.
Especially if I see him in the park. Like, I came close to getting that fucking Gentle Giant, but I don't like him. But I came because it's like that would
I
look
get it.
cool on the wall, but it's
I
too
get
big.
it. It's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big. I saw it the other day, too, and I picked it up, and I was like, fuck, this thing weighs like 6 pounds.
I know.
It's just too much. But they look really cool. So I don't.
They do look cool.
I don't
Yeah.
besmirch anyone for getting them.
It was
it's
Luke
like
getting
it's like
his
it's a
medal.
blown up TVC figure.
Yeah,
It's just like,
that's all it is.
scaled up.
It's
I mean,
the New Hope Luke.
yeah,
getting his
it's
medal.
awesome. I don't know if I have one of those.
I
I do not.
I have the Black Series.
Oh, the Yavin medal one?
Yeah.
I didn't get those because the boxes were too fucked up at the outlets. Is that
Oh.
where you got it?
No, I got it off Amazon.
Oh, interesting. I might have to
Yeah.
grab one of those.
Yeah, they was super cheap. It's not that popular of a figure, which is weird.
To be fair, I kind of gave up on the Black Series a while ago. I'm
I
sticking
love
to
Black
TVC
Series,
and retro.
yeah.
I get it. I
Yeah.
like them, but it's just the cards on the TVCs are just so
get it.
fucking beautiful.
I get
They're just so make me so
But
happy.
but
Also the retro collection.
yeah, the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary retro figures. We got several of them that are
Got
announced.
some good stuff in this
That-
wave.
There are some pretty good ones. Yeah.
This wave is insane.
What do we got?
So you have this is all on 40th Return of the Jedi packaging, which I know there's gonna be some magic bands because there was 40th of Empire and
Oh, yeah.
40th New Hope magic bands.
I'd
I'm
like a
hoping we
shirt.
get
This
it.
is my second favorite Star Wars movie.
This is my number one. So our number 1 and 2 are just
yeah,
swapped.
exactly.
So first off, we get the Emperor, we get Boush Leia Organa, and these cards are just
What about Leia's bush?
ooh, these cards are just pristine. My only issue with the retro collection is take the goddamn sticker off. I hate the fucking
don't like the
sticker.
stickers?
No, because here's the thing.
That's kind of like the only other thing that makes it retro outside of the figure itself.
Yeah, but so here I get why they do it. Is so when you look at the card, you're not getting duped on. Like if you just took a picture of that and it didn't have the retro collection, it would look like a figure from
It
the
would.
70s.
Yeah.
But on the back of the card itself, it has the date it's produced, and on the foot of the figure itself, it shows the year it was made. So if you're collecting and you have the money to buy like old real figures, do a little bit of research before you get gypped. Don't make me have to put this fucking thing on that covers up the artwork because that's the point. That's the point of them. Like, look at the difference between this Boba Fett and this retro Boba Fett. Like, look at that card.
Oh
okay?
well, I love the card they do on the prototype.
It's like
figures.
comic book,
Yeah,
zoomed in
fucking
comic book. I love it
yeah.
too. But then look at that. Like, it just ruins
Yeah.
it.
I get it.
why they do it, but it's annoying. But anyway, the cards are still dope despite that. But the one that looks the worst is this Boush Leia. Look at that. That's like you're covering up everything. It's like right next to her face. But you get Palpatine, the Boush Leia. You get oh. This is interesting. They've never done one of these before. A Lando. Skull Skiff Lando, whatever the hell they're calling it. Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight, which that card is lit as fuck.
Yeah, that's a cool ass card. yeah.
You get Han Rebel on Endor, and you can get a
That
Biker
was-
Scout, which are my favorite Stormtroopers outside
Yep.
of Death Troopers. They've
Yeah,
always
those
been
are
my
some
favorite.
good ass, cool ass guys.
Those are some great retro figures.
Looking
And
forward
I think
to it.
Those are all new molds too. So there's not an Emperor.
Yeah, there's definitely not an Emperor. That was the one I was
retro.
excited about the most when I saw the him.
Me too.
So
I want them to come in a pack.
Yeah.
It's a 6-pack. You can do that because that's and then the other one and then a 6-pack or is it a 5-pack?
What the retro one?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 6.
6. You can make a 50th
You know,
pack.
I
I'm here for
cannot
that.
bring myself to buy that because I just don't like the way it displays.
Well, you can take them out.
I know,
They're
but
all on cards.
oh, they are on cards in there.
You didn't know that? Oh, hang on a second.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, hang on,
Jesus,
sir.
tap dancing Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you. Where's the idiot alarm on here? God. What should I pick for the idiot alarm? Jesus Christ, they sure are on cards.
On punch cards.
Unpunched too. Look at that shit. God damn it. Oh, I can unpunch them. I don't care about that. Why? How am I going to display them then? Oh, one of these. Yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna get it now. I don't know why, an idiot. I didn't think they were carded. I'm gonna grab that immediately.
Hell yeah, that was I got that at Celebration.
Very cool. They're all over the place here. So
Yeah, it took forever. I mean, I got that in May.
It did take.
And they
a
just
while.
got here like a few, like 2 weeks ago.
No,
maybe
it's
a
been
month
longer
ago?
than 2 weeks.
Hadn't been much longer.
It's been a little while.
It was
They've
while
been
we
there
had
for a
it was
minute.
while we had the 30% off for pass holders.
Okay. I should have taken advantage of. I took advantage of a lot with the 30% off.
I know a guy you can message.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I know a guy you can message.
Okay.
Moving on to the next,
The
and
last
actually
thing.
final story here.
Yeah.
More collective stuff. Now, I'm curious about how this sits with you because I know you love prequel stuff,
I do.
and I know you like some of the helmets.
Yeah.
So they announced that a Phase 2 Clone Trooper premium electronic helmet is coming out
Yeah.
in the Black Series. Is this something that you are going to need? Because I am. I need this.
If I'm gonna start collecting helmets, that would be the first one I'd get.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I saw the guy put it on.
It's
in the
Clone
video.
Wars. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's Clone Wars color scheme, so I'm like, man. Oh, speaking of which, we didn't even mention on our Andor show, we got those troopers, which are like in the middle of Clone War and Imperial, like troopers in the last Andor episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We forgot to bring that up.
Yeah,
We
but
always do that.
I know. There's always something. but there's so much going on in the show. Like we're gonna miss it.
Yeah, there's a lot of boring shit happening.
You turned not already, or is that because that was like your fourth bourbon or whatever?
It's like fifth.
Fifth.
Maybe more, but yeah. That George Remus is fire bourbon.
George Remus is
I
going down
want
on
you to get
Brad
into
right
bourbon.
now.
I want you to get into bourbon.
Yeah, I'm.
I wish
like,
Tim lived here. We could just be. We could
There
walk
you go.
hand in hand to the liquor store after
There you
work
go. You
every
guys
day.
could make out together after drinking George Kittle's.
It's just
George
there's something about bourbon specifically that brings people
Kittle's
together.
bourbon. Does George Kittle even have a bourbon?
I don't know who that is.
Tight end for the San Francisco 49ers.
I would assume no.
Yeah, not yet, but he is white.
Is he?
so.
Oh, I was gonna say, is he
Yeah.
black? He probably has a
No.
cognac.
Let
the alarm.
Going all that.
Irish or African?
Yeah.
That Irish African was perfect because Irish whiskey African guy
Yeah.
black. That was
Oh,
perfect.
Lord.
You didn't realize how perfect that was.
bottom farter?
Helena Bonham Farter. Farter.
Aunt Tim.
Oh, still makes you laugh.
We need to when we go do scourge stuff. We need to like drink bourbon, and it's recreational in Illinois, so we'll get some of that too. And then we should just
really?
Yeah, we should watch all the
Great
Cranjis
state of Illinois.
or Cranjis McBasketball episodes.
Yes. I have like if you're only drinking on the weekends, I have a few things I want you to try.
Jesus
I've got like 3 things I want you to try, and if you want, I'm just throwing it out there. When I invite family and friends over to try that Blanton's, if you can appreciate it, you coming over, because bourbon brings people together.
Yeah, at like
At 2
rehabilitation.
in the morning.
What?
Brings together AA meetings.
At AA meetings, yeah.
No, it does, man. Like the thing that I've found like is that the bourbon community is cool when you find a good
Yeah, a
one.
bunch of libertarians are bourbon people.
100%.
Yeah, it's like their personality.
100%. But it's cool. It's like a cool thing to get like into.
No, I completely agree. I'm
Because-
just like, give me time. Like I'm more into it now than I had ever been,
That's great.
and I'm barely into it. But
I want
like,
you.
I'm just,
There's 3 things over there I want you to try. I want you to try the standard Buffalo Trace because to me it tastes like creme brulee, and but like
cream fraiche.
it's delicious. I want you to try that Weller because it's very soft, and I want you to try that Kentucky Gentleman because it'll just knock your dick. Or the Kentucky's Spirit of Kentucky, I think is what it's called. From
Spirit
Wild
of
Turkey.
St. Louis. Yeah.
I'll knock your dick into the dirt. I have one bottle over there that I'm not
Dick
touching
into
until
the
Josh
dirt.
comes back.
Okay.
Which, by the way,
Yes.
we talked about this on the last show, right? That Josh was moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Several
Okay.
shows ago. Yeah.
Josh is gone. He's no longer with us. He is in
Oh.
Maryland.
Don't
He's
say it like
no
that.
longer with us.
Jesus
He's in Maryland.
Christ.
He's not. He's not in Orlando. He's no longer with us.
Mecca lecca high, Mecca hiney ho.
And I bought a Glenlivet 15 Scotch to drink with him because it was on clearance at Sam's. That's what you're worth to me, Josh. A $33 bottle on clearance.
Yeah.
He's Puerto Rican. That's what he's worth.
Oh my God.
He would laugh at that joke, so you can't get mad at me because it's directed at him, not at Puerto Ricans.
Irish or African?
And I promise we cracked that bottle open together, and I promised him I wasn't going to drink another drop. Neither would anyone else until he comes back.
I'm drinking a drop then.
You're not drinking a drop.
Yeah,
I'll
watch
fight
me.
you.
Watch me.
I'll fucking put my nuts
What?
right in your face.
Shardy waffles.
Let's wrap this up.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening to this show. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, find a bottle of Blanton's and stay safe. We'll see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Rise, Jedi Knight.
Bye. Bye.